Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to MVP on this Friday. I hope you have all big plans for this weekend, and at least one of them is going to see the new Naked Gun movie in the theaters. Now, this is going to be a completely spoiler free review, no plot twists, no punchlines. I'm not going to ruin anything for you. But if you're wondering whether this reboot of the classic franchise is worth your popcorn money, stick around. I've got the scoop. And if you're hyped for this movie, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more reviews like this one. Let's get into it. Okay, first up, let's talk about the comedy, because that's the heart and soul of any Naked Gun movie, right? This reboot is fantastic. It's an absolute riot, packed to the brim with the kind of absurd, laugh out loud humor that made the original trilogy such a classic. We're talking visual puns, so clever, you just you'll just find yourself giggling over them. The one-liners really hit well, and the sight gags, they just come out of nowhere. And this is a movie that's going to get better the more times you see it. I can't I can't wait to see it again in the theater, and I can't wait to buy this. I'm going to buy this. This is not just a streamer one. I'm going to buy this when it comes out. Basically, picture a world where logic is completely on vacation. Every scene is an excuse for something gloriously stupid to happen. The gag rate is relentless in this film. There's a joke every few seconds or a setup for one. And now, while not every joke may land with you, the hit rate is so high that you're already laughing at the next bit before you can even process that miss. But what's really interesting in the theater is there was a lot of people there at different age groups, and some of the things that didn't land with me landed with them. And I had Lady Valkyrie with me, and we were laughing because people were laughing. And after the movie, we realized some of the things that we missed. And instantly it was like, you get in the car, it's like, wow, I got to see this again. And I can't remember the last time I saw a comedy movie where I had to say right away, I have to see this again. It's like a comedy machine gun. I was just laughing with the theater the whole time. And if you love unapologetic slapstick, the movie absolutely delivers. Now, I have to give props to the freaking cast, because they brought this absolute chaos to life. Liam Neeson. Yes, Liam Neeson, and I love this casting because Leslie Nielsen, if you know his history, when he started doing this kind of stuff, it was because he was a straight man. And this works so freaking good with Liam Neeson. He steps into the role as Frank Drebin Jr. Not a remake. This is a reboot. Everything that happened, happened. This is his son. And it's just, the man is a comic revelation. We needed this. I needed this personally. We all know how he is good, phenomenal in Taken and in action movies and punching bad guys. But his deadpan delivery here, it's just so freaking spot on. He was made for this movie. He was made to wear a detective badge and just trip over his own ego. He's got the perfect mix of like a clueless confidence and accidental heroism, and it makes every scene a freaking comedy goldmine. And then Pamela Anderson, and let me stop and take a second and talk about Pam Anderson. This woman's in her 50s, and she's freaking gorgeous. She doesn't have plastic. She's not wearing a ton of makeup on her face. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. It was so nice to see her on screen. It was so nice to see a fresh face in a movie. And I highly recommend, if to the directors out there, this is what movies are missing. No Pedro Pascal in every freaking movie. go into the back catalog, pull up some of these stars, because take a good look at them, because they can hit. They got this. And it was a beautiful thing to see, and she was an absolute standout. And she's not just there to be eye candy. She's not there to be glamorous. She's got her comedic timing is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's as beautiful as she is. She's just tossing off the quips, reacting to the insanity around her, and not reacting to the insanity, which is a lot of fun too, with a charm, and it really lights it up. The chemistry between Liam and Pam, it's really electric. They work well together, and now there's rumors that they're dating, and God bless them. I hope they are, because it works. They work. They carry the movie's heart, while keeping the laughs going. The supporting cast now, they're great. I don't want to spoil any of the surprises. Let's just say there's some familiar faces, who you know that really steal a scene, and there's some you might not recognize upon first glance, and you're gonna wonder, like, who is that? And you're gonna find yourself looking it up and just getting it. Makes the jokes hit harder later. Now, let's talk about how this movie balances nostalgia with something new. Because reboots can be crap, right? Let's be honest. This was directed by, I'm gonna butcher his name, Akiva Schaffer. You know, the guy from Lonely Island. He did Popstar. This Naked Gun feels like a love letter to Leslie Nielsen era, without being a lazy copycat. Like, this is not just a remake. This is its own movie. It's got that same zany, anything goes kind of spirit to it, and the world is just a cartoonish playground of bad puns and physical comedy, and it's just not rehashing old jokes. Everything here is new and fresh, and clever gags that play off of modern quirks while still keeping the timeless Naked Gun vibe. Like I said, in the theater, there was something there for everyone. When somebody laughs because something landed with them that didn't land with you, maybe because of who they are or what age they are, it just worked. It made the whole theater go nuts. You'll catch little nods to the original films that'll just make you smile, but you don't need to have seen any of the Naked Guns before this to have a blast. But I guarantee you, if you haven't seen the originals, you're going to go back and you're going to watch the Police Squad show. You're going to watch the Naked Gun movies, and they are going to hit so much harder. I guarantee you they are going to be trending on streaming after this has been out. I hope we get more movies like this, and honestly, I hope we get more of this. Schaefer's direction really kept everything cohesive. It's not just a string of like sketches. It's a story that works with its plot device, wrapped in a blanket of glorious absurdity. Another thing that I really loved about this movie is it was so tight and polished. It came in at about 85 minutes. It doesn't overstay its welcome at all. In fact, the whole theater sat through every bit of the credits because there's a song, there's some sight gags, it's worth sitting down and staying for, but everybody did because they were having such a good time. The pacing is like a runaway train in the best possible way. It just barrels from one ridiculous set piece to the next without dragging. You're not looking around at the people around you wondering, oh, is something funny going to happen? No, it just keeps going. Every scene is really lean, it's mean, it's stuffed with laughs. You're never bored. And I got to talk about the production for a second. The score And this is something later Lady Valkyrie is extremely into. The score is surprisingly epic, and it gives the goofy comedy, weirdly cinematic feel. Like it's a blockbuster action movie that forgot it's supposed to be silly. The action scenes, too, they're staged with just enough flair to make you go, wait, did that really just. Did they blow that up? But it all works because it's Naked Gun. It's supposed to be delightfully dumb, and it is done in the smartest possible way. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but you can have smart comedy and smart dumb comedy. It is beautiful when somebody understands how to do that, and you're gonna love it. The whole package feels like a big screen experience. It's not just a quick cash grab movie, and it's something I complained about with Happy Gilmore 2. I wanted to see that in the theater. I just don't want to see it on. I want to see comedies with other people. And this one just did everything right. Hopefully, the box office is good enough to give some of these other production companies the confidence they need to go out and take the chance of putting these movies in the actual theater. So, what are my final thoughts on 2025's Naked Gun reboot? Is it worth seeing? Abso-freaking-lutely yes. This is the kind of movie that's made for the theater. You can laugh your head off. You just go and enjoy it with the crowd. The more packed the theater is, the better time you're going to have with it. Just soak in the collective joy of everyone losing at the same dumb joke. And if you're a fan of unapologetic, laugh out loud comedies like Airplane and the original Naked Gun trilogy, this one's an absolute no-brainer. Even if you're new to the franchise, like I said, it's acceptable and fun, and you'll be quoting it. And one of the things, as soon as Lady Valkyrie and I got in the car, we started like joking about the quotes from the movie, and it made the ride home really entertaining. And it also, both of us said the same thing. I got to go back and see it again. I can't wait to see it again. I want to see what we missed the first time around, because you're going to miss a lot of stuff. I watched a few reaction videos. I listened to a few reviews, and everybody says the same thing. You're going to laugh so hard, you're going to miss stuff. And seeing it again is not going to feel like a chore. It's going to feel like a treat. This is one of the most fun times that I have had in the movies this year, and probably one of the best times I've had with a comedy movie in a theater for years and years and years. I can't remember the last one I enjoyed this much. So that's my spoiler-free review of 2025's Naked Gun reboot. What do you think? Are you excited to see Liam Neeson trade his action hero badge for a comedy crown? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let me know what other movies you want me to review next. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of my future content. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay silly.